It's not like they didn't try to actually help me do the right thing. The paper is, I think, a really good sort of guide. And then Tom Gruber has written eloquently about a lot of these things, and Dean and Hendler's book, to me, it's like the ultimate companion to sort of getting started with the semantic web through the O'Reilly book. Go off and actually learn how to model things correctly. Don't listen to a bunch of guys that have been sort of working in the freebase world and sort of doing things a little bit oddly. You can sort of learn all the different approaches there.
Thank you, Jamie. I mean, wonderful presentation. So the thing that was going through my mind, and that's the question I often have about something like freebase, is, so I'm very much with you when you say, we have the core, and then, we have the long tail, and everyone is sort of developing their part of that long tail. What's not clear to me, and maybe it's in that vision, and you didn't mention it or mention it, and I didn't quite get it, is it's not that, I care about this part and you care about this part and it shouldn't be in the core. It's we care about the same part, but we have very different view of what that particular category is.
Yes.
And it could be something fairly core. I mean, chair probably will all agree, but, the classic example of terrorists versus freedom fighters and things like that.
So this is fabulous. One of the things that we don't have a problem with in Freebase is redundancy. A lot of times there's a lot of sort of modeling efforts which I think sort of go back to people who came from the RDBMS world where normalization was the word of the day. And you don't want to actually have redundant data. You certainly wouldn't want to sort of say this a slightly different way. And I think actually, one of the things that's very exciting when I actually look through the corpus of Freebase data is how many people have gone off and modeled something which some other users modeled, which is actually modeled in the core, but they have taken a slightly